I'm supposed to be doing yard work right now, so this is great.
No, this is yard work.
Yeah. You can do it portably, right? Just
Yeah,
do some yard
yeah.
work while we're on the
There's a
podcast.
Roomba that's like a
A lawnmower.
lawnmower,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
which seems like that has to be like a war crimes violation, right? It seems like that can't be illegal, or it's just
Yeah,
like
right.
a bladed death machine.
They were originally
you know?
intended for cutting up people, but we were applying them to house
Especially
work.
if you like forget your dogs outside. And
Right.
just-
Right. It just
Well,
seems like it'd be so
fluffy guy.
brutal.
Mutilated.
No, John, you can't go outside.
Sorry, we got the
It's
room.
not
out there.
safe.
It's not safe.
Oh my god. Okay. Welcome to episode 36 of the Macbeef-Banquet After Show. My name is Miles. This is Henry. And today we're speaking with the beautiful, the handsome Matthew.
Showman. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if you
Very
wanted the last
excited.
name or not. Sorry.
Very excited to be here. Love the show.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah.
First time caller.
Obviously, he was on the podcast, but we also wanted him on the after show, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you again tell us a little bit about yourself and
Tell us where you were born. You know your
your
greatest
born,
fears,
social security, birthday,
address,
address,
everything.
Yeah.
I'm a Sagittarius. I was born 11 minutes to 7 o'clock, and I was 7 pounds and 11 ounces when I was born. And my dad always told people that meant I was born to be a crap stealer. But tragically, that dream was not meant to be. So instead, I entertain people in other ways. Like to play video games, Twitch, friends, parties, dinner parties, that sort of thing. Just love to be around people, social energy. That's why I'm here with you guys, having a blast.
Yep. Life of the party.
Yeah. So I think the first question I wanted to ask was, what got you into Twitch streaming? Like, why did you want to start that?
It really just because it's just an extension of my natural hobbies. I played video games anyways, and I was frequently on calls with people, and they were just like, with some of my friends, and like, oh, this person wants to play, and then like I end up like sort of hosting, unofficial,
group
like group
sessions.
events,
Yeah.
and like it just sort of evolved from like that, where I was already the hub for like 20 different people to play, League of Legends or Jackbox Party Pack or whatever it was. Now, I can do that with potentially audience members or this, that, or the other thing.
Yeah.
It's just,
Right.
and it doesn't require any major additional effort to do that on Twitch versus what I was already doing.
Right.
So it's just like a very natural extension of playing video games is to play video games potentially with new people, whether that's a random from the chat or whether it's, somebody who got turned on to the stream or a friend of a friend or whatever, it's just what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great way to build
fun.
community. Yeah. It's like
Right.
I was actually just watching. I mentioned on the podcast I was watching Sunny, and I just watched like an episode where they just get into like gaming and just like meeting people online, and there's like a whole little bit where Charlie like meets someone online and then like just totally like tricks her so that he can just destroy her army or something. It's like, but like it did bring up the good point that like it's a good way to meet new people, like you said. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Do you watch a lot of streams?
I don't say a lot. I would say I definitely do watch other streamers for sure. Usually playing games either that I know I won't be able to get into or don't want to get into, whether it like a good example of one is The Last of Us, is like a very good looking game that I'm not going to buy a PlayStation for or borrow my brother's PlayStation for. I'm not going to invest $600 to play this game.
Yeah.
but I think it looks cool, and I'm very interested in hearing about like a very critically acclaimed video game, and watching somebody who, I'm at least aware of play it is a good way to not only see like, a review is pretty good, but it's also, 5 to 10 minutes long, and you really want to see the meat and bone, meat and potatoes of something, before you. And, especially with something that's so story driven like that, you really want to, see every minute, of like how the story evolves, there's some, this sort of thing, that sort of thing. And it just adds, to the whole experience. So yeah, there's like probably 10 or so people in various categories that I watch, whether it's Hikaru Nakamura, the second most chess player in the world, or, and of course, the first American. Um, Barbarous King, I like because he plays like total war strategy games, whether it's Shogun 2 or Three Kingdoms or this sort of thing. Again, games that, one map or one campaign is like, 200 hours, and I'm just not going to, I'm not prepared to make that kind of time investment,
Yeah.
Right.
but watching somebody play it casually is a lot different, you don't
Absolutely.
need to watch, every single battle, but you can, watch it sometimes and, scope it out, see how it looks,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I generally don't watch people play games that I play
Yeah.
unless it's like a learning activity, that is to say like someone better than me to pick up like skills, but even so, I don't think there's a whole lot to get out of that, out of sort of outside of like short clips,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that makes
specific
sense.
mechanical stuff.
Very
Do you guys
good.
play video games? Do you like video games?
Yeah, at least I do.
Yeah.
I know my wife and I will play. We've been on Phasmophobia lately.
Mm-hmm.
We've been
Yeah,
enjoying that. Henry watched a little bit of us playing
Yeah.
it. When it
it's
comes
pretty
to that game,
spooky.
I'm a little bit of a bitch.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
looks like a lot of fun though.
Yeah, it is. It is
Mhm.
fun. It's just difficult to play when you're already like. I have a hard time playing scary games a lot. My wife's more
Mhm.
into that kind of stuff. Like
Mhm.
she's played Outlast before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, I can't think of others, but she prefers the scary games. I'm
That
more
kind
of
of
like,
suspenseful stuff.
yeah.
Mhm.
We also played Castle Crashers Tuesday,
Mhm.
I think, because
That's a good one.
I wanted to play. I'd never played it before, and that
Yeah.
was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I own a Switch. I
Mhm.
will sometimes play on there, but I've been on PC games a lot lately, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
But again, I don't have like the best hardware right now, so I can only
Right.
play like
You
pretty
only got
low
Right.
end games.
just the limited
right.
technology. Yeah, the PC games like a lot of fun though. It's something I'd like to get into. I think at some point.
Not
One of
with
the
a
big-
Mac, you
Mhm.
can't.
I know. That's the thing. Like it's because there's so much stuff that's just not
Right.
that doesn't cross reference.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but
It's
what
a
can you
bummer.
do? Yep.
But you have an Xbox, right, Hen?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. And you
So
play
there's
what, Duty?
Duty. Yeah.
You have a duty. Funny.
Yeah. That's kind of the biggest one. GTA a little bit too, because that's just kind of fun. You can just kind of mess around. That's a
Yeah,
really
yeah,
fun
yeah.
game if you're just kind of bored and just want to blow stuff up.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
used to do that too.
Yeah, in real life, like
Well, yeah, but also in the game too.
okay, yeah. Trying to think. Yeah, that's kind of like the biggest ones.
Mhm.
Occasionally, like I've explored a little bit like the Game Pass or whatever, where you can kind of like play games, just kind of try them
Yeah.
out for like, and
Mhm.
that's kind of fun. That's how I got into like games like what was it? Super Hot, where it's like you kind of
Oh, yeah.
move, yeah,
Yeah.
like stuff like that. Kind of
The
just
bullet
like
time game.
yeah, shorter
Time moves when you move.
yeah, when
Yep.
you, yeah, that sort of thing. And like puzzle games, things like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, my Game Pass just expired like last month. I think I got like my entire subscription from Xbox like moved over. So I got like 2 years of it for $1. So then I just like let it run, and it unfortunately just expired.
Gotcha.
But I was a big fan of that for quite some time.
Yeah.
I have
Oh, there's a-
this is like unrelated kind of, but I do have Super Hot on VR if you ever wanted to try
Oh
that.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
Nice.
really gotten into too much VR. I played on my buddy's PlayStation 4, and he's got like the the VR stuff, and you got like
Mm-hmm.
the gun or whatever, like the wand or
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried like the Star Wars. Is it Squadrons? I don't remember, but like you can kind of like fly
Mm-hmm.
the X-wing sort of thing,
Oh,
and that's
cool.
kind of
Right.
fun. I didn't enjoy that from PlayStation, so that was fun.
Mhm.
Right.
But still, I'm an Xbox kid.
Yeah. What sort of VR do you have, Miles?
It's Oculus Quest, and it
Oh,
was it's
nice.
just kind of like pretty much like a
Hmm.
starter one. So
Yeah, yeah.
um,
I've been looking into getting the Valve Index, but it's just, $1,000.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, I know.
You know, it looks like it looks to be like the gold standard sort of a thing to have it,
yeah,
but it's also
yeah.
like, am I really going to have like $1,000 worth of enjoyment out of it?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I know
You
me.
know.
We got it. What was it, like a year ago? And it
Hmm.
was mainly because it came with Connor wanted it, my wife. But
Hmm.
we won. It came with the Darth Vader game, which
Oh,
was actually a
nice.
pretty good game. But
Hmm.
then I just stopped playing it and don't play it as much ever because I don't know. It's good in short bursts, but I've never gotten. Because when I play it, I'll be in there for like a couple hours and I'll be like, shit, I had like a bunch of chores and stuff to do, and
Yeah.
Right,
it,
right.
it's quite time consuming because you just forget that you're playing a game and stuff.
Yeah.
Right, for sure.
You're so immersed
Yeah.
in that world.
Yeah.
Well, and
Mhm.
VR is even like like difficult to record too, so it's not like it's something you can try to do like gaming videos as much with. I mean, I know it's possible, I
Right.
think,
Yeah,
but like
it
it's
is.
Yeah.
a lot more work and yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So I guess that makes sense.
Same with recording off a console too.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just do PC games, Matthew?
Generally, I do a little bit of everything, but primarily I'm on PC. I have an Xbox and I have a Switch, and I do a little tiny bit of mobile stuff, but not really. Yeah, it's mostly the PC that I stream and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice, when I had the Game Pass, you can cross over your library, which was nice to the PC. Obviously, that's like $15 a month, so I'm not doing that all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But it was nice for a little while. And, I have a pretty decent library. Steam is just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
They
know.
have every,
Yeah.
they
You
they
find
just want to sell you
sales and you're
everything.
like, I want to
Right.
buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's, everything is always on sale and it's just so ridiculous. But yeah, I generally PC. I've been playing Alan Wake, which I would recommend. Control is super good. Deep Rock Galactic, whatever. Monster Prom.
Oh
The
yeah,
list
yeah.
goes on. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I watch a lot of uh YouTubers. I watch like
Mhm.
Super Mega Nerd Cubed.
Mhm. Mhm.
I can't think of who else, but there's other people. Oh, Oni Plays. That's another one I watch.
Yep.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I watch it for mostly the humor, but I find it is a good way to find games that I like.
Mhm. Right.
Like I've found through Nerdcubed, I found that City Skylines that was a
Mhm.
really cool game. Granted, I
Yeah.
never got to play it because it never worked on any computer I owned.
Right.
But I find that's a good way to find games you like.
Yeah. That's a good point. Um, so yeah, is that I guess do you have like a specific style of game that you prefer to play, Matthew, or is there?
Um,
Because you'd mentioned some people that you enjoy watching other styles of gameplay, but like I don't know if you've got a specific.
there's like two or three sort of like wheelhouses, I guess. I'd like MOBAs, like League of Legends and Dota, just like quick sort of multiplayer battle games. In addition, that would kind of stretch off into like Gang Beasts and,
Yeah,
these just like fighter games that
yeah,
Castle Crashers is one, Streets of Rage is another famous, just like a sort of light party game as well. Over, like the Cooking Mama or Overcooked, just
yeah,
Hmm.
Jackbox. I play quite a bit, or Fall Guys even.
Yeah.
yeah,
It doesn't have to be, groundbreaking, thought experiment. It just has to be fun. And then if nobody's on, I have like a sort of single player sort of style that I do. That is
okay,
to say, sort of like I prefer like art house style games. There's one called Sayonara Wild Hearts that I like, where you're like
Oh,
this Zodiac person and you're riding on a motorcycle and it's
I
narrated
wanted
by
to play
Queen
that. Yeah, that
Latifah.
that game looks good.
and it's just got beautiful music, and it's sort of like a fun thought experiment. It's not really, again, groundbreaking, but it's just sort of fun.
Yeah.
Um, and that's where the Alan Wake or the Control, where it's like sort of a cool story, sort of an interesting thing. One called The Unfinished Swan that I'm trying to get into, where it's just, sort of a interesting thought experiment as much as anything else,
Mm-hmm.
And I like to sort of go on tangents like that if I'm, like let's say I'm off on a Tuesday for whatever reason and I feel like streaming, that's where I'll take a deep solo dive rather than play whatever the guys are doing.
Yeah.
I had a question. Do you know if you're partnered yet, or are you just like?
No, no, I'm not
Okay.
partnered. No,
Okay.
no. I'm an independent, as it were.
Okay. Because I know it's like you have to do. I can't remember what it is, but it's like.
Yeah. There's primarily three tiers. There's
Mm-hmm.
unpartnered, there's affiliate, and then there's Twitch partner. Affiliate is like, I think you have to have like 50 followers.
Oh, it's
Uh,
affiliate. Okay, that's what I meant when I said partner. But.
right. And then Twitch partner is like you have like, I think 1,000 subscribers or 100 subscribers or
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Gotcha.
That's when you get to the big boy tier, as it
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
were.
Because I think you also have to do a certain amount of streams per month as well, or per week.
Right. Yeah, there's like all these behind the scenes metrics that they show you that you have to hit. You have to stream on 7 different days. You
Mm-hmm.
have to average a certain number of views per stream. You have to have a certain number of baseline followers. You have to have, I think, like 3 different boxes checked outside of, if you're like already a known celebrity, like if you're, I don't know, Kanye West and you open up a Twitch channel,
Mm-hmm.
obviously they'll just let you skip that. But
Yeah, yeah.
um, but yeah, there's like, I think it's a certain number of average viewers, a certain number of total hours, and a certain number of total follows.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like 50 follows, 7 total days, and like something like that.
Yeah. We've talked about maybe doing streams before.
Yeah.
Right.
Um, yeah, I think it'd be something fun to try at the very least and see if it's something
Yeah.
we like, enjoy doing. Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, the gaming is fun when you do just like the
Right.
regular videos. So
Right.
I think it'd be pretty much the same concept, just doing it
Yeah.
on stream. So I think it'd be cool.
Right. Right. That's basically my process, is like I was already basically doing this. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Like the difference between like me playing video games socially with my friends and me playing Twitch live on Twitch is like 10 minutes of setup. Like I
Yeah.
literally launch OBS, pick a title, and go live. Try to avoid streaming copyrighted music. Like
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense too, because it's
Yeah.
like that just makes me think of like movies and like all the people that will like make like little low budget, independent movies, and then how they kind of step up to the bigger tiers, and it's basically just the same stuff but
Right.
with a little bit extra design and a couple extra.
Right.
And that's
Right.
that's
It's
kind of
just
just like working your way up. So that's cool.
it's a
That's pretty cool.
logical extension.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before the podcast, Henry mentioned that you're a neo-Nazi.
Yeah.
I think that's
I did, yes.
I think that's how you say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Henry's full of shit. Love him to death, but it's not. I, for better or worse, voted for Joe Biden.
Okay.
Uh, you know,
Why'd
So
you
he
lie to
says.
me, Henry?
What? I didn't. I was talking about a different Matthew.
I wonder if those are two mutually exclusive statements. I wonder. I don't. It very well could be, but
What are you implying?
that there are neo Nazis who voted for Joe Biden. I wonder if there are.
I want to meet these people.
Right.
Actually, no, I don't. Never
No,
mind.
yeah, I don't think so.
Never mind. I changed my mind.
Study these people maybe
Yeah.
from
Right.
afar.
So you watch movies, right?
Absolutely.
Do you have a favorite movie, or one that you'd recommend to people?
I try to like take their temperature for like what they like. My My Neighbor Totoro is a good one that I recommend, mostly because I've been hanging around kids recently.
Yeah.
You know, I've been watching my niece sometimes or my nephew, and it's so like family friendly. You know, if we're talking about
Absolutely.
movies, I'm going to want something that they're going to be able to watch with their children that we're around and talking around. So
Yeah.
I recommend, Miyazaki stuff generally.
Yeah.
Um, I really think Rashomon is an underrated Kurosawa.
I love Rashomon.
Just because it was like the first one to really do that sort of retelling the same story,
Like
sort of
the
a
three
thing.
separate. Yeah. Absolutely.
Um, I think that is brilliant. Yeah, that's another one that I go to.
Yeah.
I've been trying to watch Red Cliffs, but I haven't gotten around to it. I've heard that that's very good, as far as like Eastern inspired movies.
Yeah.
Um, and then one I've been trying to get in, trying to um, sink my teeth into is Alice in Borderland
I've heard of that.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's on
on
Netflix.
Netflix. It's supposed to be very good, or
Yeah.
uh, it's like a murder game show sort of thing,
Hmm.
uh, with a little bit of like case of the, sort of that problem solving sort of appeal
Yeah.
that people like, where there's like a puzzle that they're presented, and it's of course like ultra lethal,
Hmm.
but you need to play in order to survive or something. But yeah, just stuff like that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Interesting thought experiments,
Yeah.
that
Kind of
sort of
stuff
thing.
that gets you to think a
Hmm.
little bit and
Right. What's
it,
your favorite movie of all time, Miles?
Oh, me. I don't like this answer because it just doesn't change ever for me. It's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nice.
I
That's a
don't
good
know
one.
why I still like it. Honestly, I was thinking about this recently. I'm like, maybe I should try and find a new favorite movie. Cause
What do you mean you don't know why you still like it? It's your
yeah,
favorite.
I know it's my favorite, but it's like I don't know. I feel weird saying that every time.
Right.
that's good.
Um, I enjoy Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's a really weird one to like too, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
know why.
I dig it.
I really dig it. It's a good
It's
movie.
fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I enjoy horror. I've been getting a lot into
Yeah.
horror
Mm-hmm.
recently as of a couple of years.
Yeah. Good. Good.
You're
Henry, your turn.
Yeah.
No Country for Old Men still, right?
Oh
That,
yeah.
that was a really good one. Yeah. I also really enjoyed um
Oh brother,
Hereditary.
where
I'd
art
mentioned
thou?
that.
Oh.
That one too, actually. Yeah, that one obviously is really good. Obviously the Coens are really solid. Inside
Mm-hmm.
Llewyn Davis, a lot of that stuff is really good. And then what else? Yeah, I mentioned I really liked Hereditary when we saw it for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was really good. And then trying to think if there's anything else that I would like really like go to usually. I don't think so.
Spice World.
Spice I don't know about that, but trying to think because yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess those are kind of the main ones.
Mm-hmm.
Because like it does change a lot too. Like I've mentioned Rashomon before too. Because like
Mm-hmm.
it kind of changes from time to time.
Right, of course.
But Rashomon was really good too. Because like I love how like Kurosawa is known for like his like battle structures, like how he structures everything, like Seven Samurai. Kind of the way he's.
Right.
I just watched Ran. I'd mentioned to Miles that I'd watched Ran recently,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously that's a lot
Yeah, I
more
think I saw that on
complex.
Amazon. I think I saw it.
Yeah, that's where I watched
Mm-hmm.
it. Yeah, and that was like one of his actual ones in color, and obviously
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot more complex staging. But yeah, for like Rashomon, it's like just these few characters, and then there's
Right.
the people at the temple or whatever, and then there's the trial. So like it's a lot more simple,
Right.
but
It's almost like a play,
exactly.
in the sense that it could be done very easily on the stage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's only a few scenes, and it's just, you return to the set, and you
Mm-hmm.
just kind of come back and forth, flashback, flash forward, flashback, flash forward, you know.
Oh yeah. Classic example of a movie that is able to do a lot with while also doing very little in terms of the setups. There's a lot of the same setups, but just different application. So it's kind of cool. I always love movies like that are able to
Mm-hmm.
be clever
Absolutely.
about how they stage stuff.
So it seems you like Eastern style movies, Matthew.
Uh, yeah, I definitely do. I wouldn't say like I'm not super into it, but that's just kind of the way the conversation went, I guess. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I am. Yeah, yeah, I definitely am.
What was the one that I saw? I think it was Blade of the Immortal. That was
Hmm.
really good. I can't remember. Yeah, it's Blade of the Immortal. It was like this,
Hmm.
pretty much a guy who can't die.
Hmm. Nice, nice.
And his daughter dies, I think, or his wife, and he has to curse with
Somebody
immortality. A highly skilled samurai in feudal Japan promises to help a young woman avenge the death of her
nice.
parents. Their mission leads them into a bloody battle with a ruthless warrior and his band of master swordsmen.
Hmm.
I really enjoyed that one. If you ever get a chance to watch it, it looks like it's on
Yeah,
Tubi Voodoo.
nice.
But yeah, that one's good.
Hmm.
What was the one? Well, Old Boy we liked.
Old Boy was really good.
Old boy.
I do love
Yeah.
some good South Korean cinema is really
Mhm.
interesting to explore.
Hmm.
Obviously Parasite was the biggest one from last year.
Mhm.
But yeah, Old Boy is really good. I need the revenge
Yeah.
trilogy stuff.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I haven't seen the other two, but I've heard they're pretty good. Yeah, a lot of Bong Joon-ho. I'm trying to remember the guy who did Old Boy Park. I'll have to look up. I
Park.
don't remember.
Yeah.
But
Park
like his
Lee
movies are
Hook or
really good.
something.
Train to Busan's really good.
Oh yeah, Train to Busan,
Hmm.
of course. I was gonna say that, and I couldn't
yeah.
remember the title.
Yeah, that's a yeah. I'm trying to remember. Have you seen the second one?
Of Train to Busan
Yeah.
Peninsula. Not yet. I want
I
to
haven't
though.
checked it out either, but I want to.
It's on Shutter, so I'm like, I get to watch it at some
Dude,
point.
yeah, would be good.
There's one that I can't remember what it's called, like The Tower or something like that, where it's like they were
Oh, I think I do
doing
have that on DVD
doing
actually.
doing like this the basically the battle scenes for Judge Dredd, but that movie got into like production hell for a while,
Yeah,
and so then Southeast Asia just basically took the scenes that they had already made and then continued making more scenes and like just basically put out a whole movie that's like that's just basically the same thing where it's just like a skyscraper battle sequence, over and over,
Oh,
yeah.
taking different
this
floors. I just can't remember what it's called. There's like the
is it
tower
called
or
The
something.
Tower? Lee Dae-ho, a single father who runs a landmark building, falls in love with a restaurant manager, and as he is about to make his move at a holiday party, a helicopter crashes into the tower, and he must save everyone.
So
Does
it's
that
Die
sound like
Hard.
what it is?
That doesn't sound quite
Okay,
right.
because I just
Maybe it
looked up The
is.
Tower, and that's what came
The
up.
tower.
Because I don't know if that's because there.
Oh
I do
yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. That's
That's
right.
it.
That's
Okay,
right. That's
so
right.
it's called The
Yeah,
Tower.
yeah.
I don't own that one. There was another Korean film I think that I own that is about a building or something.
Hmm. What's the
Let me
worst
see.
movie you ever watched, Henry?
The worst
That you
movie,
Probably
really
on the
regretted?
podcast, I bet.
maybe yeah. Probably Poe 4. That was really
Uh-huh.
bad.
That one. Or Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving wasn't as bad. I was able to sit through that a little bit more than I was
Yeah.
Poe 4 because Poe 4 was just this. Like I don't even know like if you could even say what they were trying to do was good because like they had like three different stories and the production on all of them were not that good and like yeah what they do with it is just weird and it doesn't really I don't really know what to make of it.
Yeah.
It's like it's just kind
Right.
of this weird but like I don't know
Just-
it's not
just
good
so-
in my opinion.
Right.
Ad break. Oh, if you want to just not watch the movie and watch our version of it, it's on our YouTube channel.
Nice.
Yeah, at TikTok.
Yeah. Okay, ad break over.
Ad break over. Yeah. But yeah, that one was pretty bad. Thanksgiving is I guess kind of bad too, but like at least it's like they know what they were doing and like they were able to.
Sometimes I don't think they did know what they were doing.
Yeah, but I mean they knew what kind
Yeah.
of movie it was
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Like they knew that it was
Killer
kind of this just
turkey.
kind of college sort of just
Mm-hmm.
funny, weird, stupid movie of just
Yeah.
this killer
Right.
turkey that kills everyone. Like,
Still, one of my favorite lines in any movie is "nice tits."
the
bitch."
opening line. Yeah, it's a fantastic way to start it off.
And then we even did the fake, like we recreated that scene in audio form.
Yeah, we did for like
Nice.
for that episode. We recorded like and Miles put in some sound effects and stuff. And
Nice.
It was
That
very,
sounds
Listen to
awesome.
him.
very silly. Still got to watch number 3, but
Oh
we'll
yeah,
have to do that
yeah,
for
the
Thanksgiving
sequel
this year.
to the first one.
Oh wow.
But what's the worst movie you've ever seen, Matthew?
Well, in the sort of they're in on the joke two category, I would say Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter
Mm-hmm.
for sure is one that like I went to see in the theaters and was like, this is just astounding that he has like a axe that's a shotgun,
Yeah,
just like
it's like the
half three
gunblade.
quarters of the way through a movie. Um, but in terms of like genuine, like in terms of made me feel the worst, definitely Requiem for a Dream.
Mm,
I would
yeah,
say I am glad that I saw it and I never ever want to do anything to do with that movie ever again.
yeah, absolutely.
Um, and then the other answer is kind of a cop out. It's Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Mm,
I don't know
Just
if I've seen that
just
one.
so dreadful.
yeah,
Or well, yeah,
that's
Pluto
fair.
Nash was another one. That
Pluto
wasn't. It
Nash.
wasn't horrible.
Yeah,
It's
that one was
watchable.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's movies that we like you can tell are bad and just kind of are able to
Mhm.
have fun with, and then there's
Mhm.
the ones that like you just don't like. That's just really
Hmm.
tough to sit through
Hmm.
Don't want
sometimes.
to.
Yeah,
Right.
like it's just work to do
I just
sometimes.
don't want to anymore.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Miles, did you say your least
Um,
favorite movie?
I mean, obviously, it's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's like my worst
Mm.
favorite movie. It's because it's
Right.
like cheap horror,
Yeah.
Hmm.
but it's really enjoyable to watch. I don't know.
Right.
I think the designs are really cool.
Right.
Um, well, I haven't seen it. I've seen a lot of clips from it and people making fun of it, but
Mm.
Birdemic is definitely
Birdemic
one
is
that
it's pretty bad.
I've seen enough of where I don't even think I need to see the movie at this point because
Right.
Right.
I know what happens. Like that's one I know that is bad, and I know after it became kind of a cult classic, but
Hmm.
I know it. I wouldn't like it. It's hard to
Right.
sit there.
That does remind me. There was a just like last week, I was watching rewatching a video that my other brother had shared with me, and it was a review of this movie called
Junie?
Axum. Yeah, Junebug, and
Wow.
it's called Axum. I don't remember when it came out, but it's
Oh, is it? I try to, because I know there is a movie like the worst rated movie on IMDb or something, and it's like a killer
it.
guy. Is that what?
Well, yeah, well, it might be. I'm not sure. But
Okay.
it's like it's really bad because it's like it's even got like production
Oh,
problems.
yep.
Like you can't.
It's
Yeah.
the same movie
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
Hmm.
Which I do kind of want to check out at some point, the actual full movie, because he just kind of lays out everything that like happens, and even he's like, yeah, I wouldn't even need to describe some of these things. I just have to show you some of these clips from this movie, and
Right.
you'd find it awful because it's just like you can't
Awesome.
hear
Oh,
it
was it?
sometimes. They
Right.
don't even establish their
Was this the
names.
video you watched?
Yeah.
Yep, that's Cosmonaut.
Yep. Cosmonaut
That's one of the
Barrier. Yep.
YouTubers I watch.
Yeah. Um, he's got some fun stuff on there too that he enjoys, like because he watches a lot of stuff and makes fun of like movies like Transformers or
And it's one of the reasons I like him so much is because he gives very controversial opinions.
yeah.
Like a lot of he watches a lot of Marvel movies. He watches the Star Wars movies. He watches all of it, and it's really interesting to to see his take on those movies.
Like he's not just like a
Cookie cutter
just like
critic.
thinks that like
right.
Disney can do no wrong or something or yeah.
He's not just like Zoe Saldana is the new color, $1 billion. Love it.
Yeah. Um, yeah, that's true. Because like, we were watching his critique of the Last Airbender, which I mean is an easy one because it's not good. But he was even talking about. I like that he
Oh,
was even talking about it like as like a from like a movie standpoint, like not even like thinking about like
right.
the show,
Yeah.
but even just like from how they shot it and everything. Is it good or is it bad? He found it to not be very good, and I mean I can agree with that a little bit because at the very least because there's just a lot of sequences that don't work I think and but yeah, so like that's kind of cool. I enjoyed that he's not just looking at it from like a the story aspect but the actual
Yeah.
storytelling techniques that they used. So
He
Nice.
he does I think they're called variety hours, or what they're called.
Yeah.
But it's like he, sits down with some friends and watches
Right.
it, and they make fun of it.
Yeah.
Right.
And they did a really funny one that was on a dating show on Netflix.
I think I watched that. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah, I
Nice,
really
nice.
liked that video. That
That
was
one
really
was really
good.
funny. Yeah. I really enjoyed their review for Tall Girl as well.
Oh yeah,
That one was
that was
funny.
a good one.
Um, yeah, I love ones that like they're like not like terrible, but they have points you can definitely make fun of, and it's interesting to see what they latch onto in terms
Yeah.
of.
And we've talked about doing something like that, like set like
Yeah.
a stream kind of, because that is a thing that
Yeah,
some
absolutely.
streamers
Yeah.
do, is they watch the movie and they
Right.
talk about it.
Yeah, it'd be good. Good to do.
Sorry, I was off topic.
Could be
No, you're
big.
good. Yeah, yeah.
Trying to-
Because like,
No,
and I think
no,
about like,
yeah.
posting that too, and I'm sure there's probably copyright things you got to follow. Like you can only show so much of the this amount of the video or the
Yeah.
actual movie.
When it
Right.
comes to streams, you don't play the movie. You
okay.
you have
It would
everyone
be-
hit play at the same time.
Oh,
Right.
I see. Oh, I see what you're saying. Kind of like a Netflix party type thing where it's like, okay.
That's
Yeah.
what Riff Tracks did for a long time.
Yeah.
I remember watching their version of Starship Troopers. Really big fan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do enjoy riff tracks. That's actually
Yeah.
because I have there's like a channel thing on my TV where it's like they'll have free channels, and one of them is just riff tracks only. So
Yeah.
so I'll just
Nice,
keep it on there.
nice. Yeah.
But that's actually how I ended up watching like the beginning of Birdemic.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
because it
Absolutely.
was on there.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, those guys are great. Really, I mean, even when I was a kid, they were basically doing that. Like
Yeah.
they're
Mystery Science
when
Theater.
they're
So
right, right.
good. Right,
Which itself has been bastardized and taken over so many times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's
Are those
your
audio
up here?
proofing walls? Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that a
that
stack
was
of them
actually
behind
sent from a certain listener of ours,
Mhm.
the rambling
The
Gen
rambling
Xer.
Gen Xer
you? Yeah.
himself.
Dreadful man.
He also sent
Yeah, we've
all
got
of these
yeah,
over
we've got a
here.
huge
Those
stack
are
of
the
them.
same?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We just got
That's
to
what
put
I
them up.
thought. I'm thinking
We,
about doing something like that myself, just because this back wall here is my bedroom.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and especially if my wife wants to go to bed at a decent hour, but I'm, carrying on at, 1 a.m, trying to do one more game of, whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like, I feel so dreadful for her,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're lucky enough to have multiple rooms in our house.
Yeah.
So like
Right.
our last
And even
place,
like, yeah.
our last place, we had just a bedroom and an extra room, and so we both had to share an office.
Yeah.
But now we both get our own office.
Right.
It's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, there are other rooms in our house, but like the way the bedrooms are, there's just no way to avoid. It would be either be like on one side or the other kind of a thing,
Right.
or in the basement, which I don't really want to do. I need
Yeah.
natural light.
Yeah.
I need to see the sun sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Remind myself that there's life in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes life so much easier.
Cool.
But yeah, how is the house doing, by the way? You've been working on any house projects?
Yeah, it's good. We just this week got a new back door put in. We had a French door that was original to the house.
Yeah.
And the way the dining room table was, like you couldn't open the door and have the curtain up kind of a thing. And it
Yeah.
was just this whole thing. And it was this kind of like close corner that I didn't like. And, with the French door, it swings in. Now we have a slider that was just put in, I think Wednesday or Thursday. And it's nice. I really like it. It's, was put in by a high quality company, and I'm
That's
very
good.
pleased with that.
Yeah.
This, that, and the other thing are still on my list. I just put in this light fixture up here. All right, can we go? I just put that in
Oh
this
yeah,
week.
I remember seeing your post about that. Yeah, that's very good.
I
Right.
took out like it was like a dish it was like a dinner plate with basically light bulbs above it.
Yeah.
And now
have
we
that
have like
probably
a
somewhere.
LED fixture.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of having high quality lighting in here.
Right.
We understand our house is very old and
Mhm.
very not taken care of. So
Right. Right. Yeah, my basement has the same wood paneled walls that you guys have in there, and it's just, they work, but it's like, come on, dude.
I know
Yeah.
we're probably gonna just put the soundproofing up and then
Mhm.
call it good, and then when we're, I guess, ready, we'll take it down and put up
Right.
whatever the fuck it's called, the stuff that's on walls. I always forget.
Drywall.
Paint.
Yes, drywall. I don't know why I forget that word all the time.
It's all good.
Because
Yeah,
drywall
I
comes up
know.
so much in everyday conversation, honestly.
It does. Yeah.
Right.
We talk
Right.
about it constantly.
I just try to remember dry and then wall.
You calling me an idiot?
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh.
One thing I was gonna ask you, because I remember a while back you were talking about, doing like jam sessions, like playing guitar and stuff with your buddies. Do you still do that sort of stuff?
I have a guitar right here.
Beautiful, beautiful. Are you gonna play something for us?
Perform. That's a G chord.
There you go.
Oh my god, dude! I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Not really as much. I've done a couple of like one-offs with a couple of my other friends, doing like, where we're just goofing around and drunk and playing music, but it's
Right.
not really productive,
Yeah.
I would say, Not really, no. I haven't really explored that space as much as I would like to. But I know I've heard you have a guitar. You own a guitar?
I do. I have 2 guitars
Yeah.
and a banjo.
I saw a man named Eric Clemens at the workshop the other day.
Oh, did you?
Very impressive guitar player.
Yeah.
I recommend seeking him out to maybe improve your skills
I'll
eventually.
have to. I'll have to check them out. Yeah.
Could be
We'll
big.
do.
He's known to me as a guitar man.
Yeah. Very good to know. You said his name was Eric Clemens?
Yes, they billed him as Zeke, but he said his real name was Eric.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I don't know who to believe, really.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, he sounds
Either
like
he's
that.
a liar or the bar is a liar. And I gave the bar a good amount of money that day, so I'd hate to know that they were lying to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. That can be frustrating.
Right.
Yeah, he sounds like a cool guy. I'll have to check him out.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
He makes good music, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we could do a little jam out sometime. That could be cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Miles, you can get on the drums.
I don't have drums.
No. We'll
I
get
can
you
make
some
my
pots
drums,
and pans.
but-
You've got a nice set of pipes, though.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those who don't know, I recently released a song
Mm-hmm.
that was supposed to be the worst song. That's the point behind it. It's
Absolutely.
a bad song.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It very much has some Lil Dicky vibes, in my opinion, but which I enjoy. So
Okay.
I liked it. It didn't make me feel sick.
You're not supposed to like it, by the way.
I liked it. I liked it. Okay.
You're not supposed to.
It didn't make me feel sick. So.
This is circling back to our previous conversation. There's something charming about being bad.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's like I was thinking
See?
about that in the back of my head when you said that. I was like,
There's something charming about being absolutely dreadful about something, Like
So-
you just become an underdog in people's mind, and they're just like,
Exactly.
this guy's clearly trying, and I want him to succeed, and that's
Then you also get the internet trolls who are like, just get off the
Right.
stage,
Right.
And then they
Right.
call you a bad word.
hateful
Yeah.
words.
Hateful Eight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
What are the hateful 8 words?
the Hateful Eight words.
I don't think we're allowed to
you
say
just
that on the podcast.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna be
yeah.
banned from Anchor here. This is a parlor only podcast.
Parlor only. Exactly. Yeah. We operate on PC, not Mac.
Yeah.
See what I did there? PC.
I do.
Politically
Do see
correct.
there.
Yeah. The title of it is I Feel Sick. So is the goal to make people feel sick when they hear it? Because I
Sure.
didn't feel sick
Yeah.
when I heard it.
Yeah.
So
Oh wow.
Well,
might
the
wanna-
beat, you listen to the beat, it's gross.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice.
But again, it's charming. So
Okay.
yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
You gonna make some more music, Miles?
I'm trying to.
Yeah. We made
still
some music
trying
a
to
while
understand
back.
what.
You and I made some music a while
Yeah,
back.
we did. That was
That's
when
not an
I.
innuendo.
Wow.
That was when I
Is that
first
something
made.
you want on the podcast? Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, that was when I first made the beat behind the song anyway,
Yeah.
and
Oh, by music, I thought you meant you guys.
I was I was gonna say, but no, we tried out. What was it? What was the app?
it's Koala. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel
I've heard of
Kaluuya.
I
that.
still use it.
I've heard it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a lot of fun. You can just kind of mess around with it for a
Yeah.
day, you know, and just kind of have
Yeah.
fun with it,
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Using it to try and make actual music may not be the best idea, but it's what I got. So
It's
Right.
fun, you know,
yeah.
as long as the ideas are there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, just being likable is like, half of success, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Exactly.
seeming charming,
Mm-hmm.
affable,
Yeah.
I mean,
An all around
yeah.
good person.
an all-around swell guy.
Yeah, my
Wow.
first song was apparently pretty liked by people because they thought it was funny. So
Mm-hmm.
which
There
is
you
good.
go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
Indeed.
Well, this has been a blast, guys. Had a ton of fun.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thanks for being here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess
Really.
we're good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's good.
Is there anything
We've
else
been
you guys
talking a
wanna
while.
cover?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Would
Oh,
you ever like to be on again,
miss.
Matthew?
This has been pretty rough. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if I can come back. I can't top this performance. You know what I'm saying?
they were
You
gonna
wanna
make
you
a
wanna
sequel
you
to-
wanna walk away on top. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah. Just yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course I would love to be on again. Yeah, whatever you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
We got to talk about
Yeah.
the sequel to Repo, the genetic opera,
I
No,
don't
I'm kidding.
know
No.
of any sequel.
which doesn't even exist,
Repo,
right?
the genetic
Yeah.
musical. It's just
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
just a different
Right.
genre of music.
yeah.
Right. Repo the space opera.
The space
Yeah,
opera.
there we go. I could imagine that being a real
2006.
sequel. Actually.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shiloh
for
like
sure.
goes to space or something.
Right.
Okay, so if you want to plug anything, you
I've
you got
chilled
time.
enough, I think.
Okay.
Subscribe to Macbeef-Banquet.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're
Is it stylized Macbeef-Banquet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hyphen.
Dash,
Hyphen.
short dash hyphen.
Short dash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gotta get specific.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or
Because
Mac
if you
Band.
search
The Mac Band.
if you search Macbeef-Banquet, sometimes you get search results for like the banquet scenes in Macbeth.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I know. We're our own niche little,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And all started as a joke from like sixth
Right.
grade.
which we're not allowed to talk about.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Confidential.
yeah, exactly.
Right. I don't think. But like I made sure that I've branded in such a way that like any search of my username like pulls up either game accounts or my Twitch stream. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah,
It's either like my Steam or like my League of Legends account or like my Twitch. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. Earlier.
Twitch.tv/RodrickNdeck. Usually live on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday or Sunday. Been playing Warhammer, been playing League of Legends, Stardew Valley, a little bit of everything. Party games, this and that.
Now, back to the show.
So it's just
yeah.
branding.
Yeah, lesson in marketing.
I'll probably just put your plug at the end anyway for the
I was
last
just-
podcast.
we'll just
Yeah,
we'll
just
just
make you say it.
yeah again.
Cool.
We're gonna like beat
Yeah.
it's like beating a dead horse. We're just gonna put it over and over again for like an hour.
Turn
Make it
up the
twice as
gain
long.
like all the way. So
It's like
screaming.
blown out. Yeah, yeah, it's good.
That sounds amazing. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks for
Thanks a lot,
listening. Thanks for
guys.
being on our
Yeah,
podcast.
thanks for being on,
both
Matthew.
podcasts.
Thanks for the great content. You guys rock.
Michael Jackson, the one and only.
Stop.
Okay.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks, viewers, listeners. Bye.